You're sitting across from someone. The conversation stops. Nobody says anything. And suddenly, your heart rate goes up. Your brain starts racing. Should I say something? What do I say? Why is this so uncomfortable? 5 seconds of silence. And your entire body goes into panic mode. This isn't shyness. This isn't social anxiety. This is your brain triggering an ancient alarm system. One that was designed to keep you alive. Stay till the end. Because once you understand why silence feels like a threat, you'll never be controlled by it again. Here's something nobody talks about. Silence between two people is never actually empty. Your brain is doing enormous work during every silent moment. Here's what's happening. When conversation flows normally, your brain is relaxed. It knows what to expect. It can predict what comes next. But the moment silence hits, your brain loses that predictability. And your brain hates unpredictability more than almost anything. In that silent moment, your brain asks a rapid series of questions. Is this person angry at me? Did I say something wrong? Are they judging me right now? Is this relationship in danger? These questions fire in milliseconds before you're even consciously aware of them. And each question triggers a small stress response. Cortisol rises, heart rate increases, muscles tighten, all from 5 seconds of silence. Researchers at the University of Groningen found something remarkable. Even 4 seconds of silence in a conversation was enough to significantly increase feelings of rejection and self-doubt in both people involved. 4 seconds. That's all it takes for your brain to start spiraling. To understand why silence feels so threatening, we need to go back to where humans began. For most of human history, people lived in small tribes. Your survival depended completely on your tribe. If you were accepted, you ate, you were protected, you lived. If you were rejected, you were alone, and alone meant death. In that world, a sudden silence from the people around you was a warning signal. It meant something had changed. Someone was angry. Someone was planning something. The social situation was unstable. And an unstable social situation could mean rejection, which meant danger, which meant death. So your brain evolved to treat social silence as a potential threat signal, the same way it treats a loud noise or a sudden movement. Fast forward to today. You're sitting in a coffee shop with a friend. The conversation pauses. Your friend is just thinking of what to say next. There is absolutely no danger, but your ancient brain doesn't know that. It scans the silence, detects uncertainty, and fires the threat alarm. This is called the social threat response, and it's why awkward silence feels physically uncomfortable, not just socially awkward. Your body is genuinely reacting as if there's a threat, because for millions of years, there was. Let me show you exactly how this plays out in real life. Example 1. The job interview. Silence. You're in a job interview. You finish answering a question. The interviewer writes something down and says nothing. Within 2 seconds, your brain starts second-guessing everything you just said. Was that wrong? Did I sound stupid? Are they judging me? You start talking again, filling the silence, saying things you didn't plan to say, sometimes making the answer worse. The interviewer wasn't judging you. They were just taking notes. But your brain turned 4 seconds of silence into a full threat assessment. Example 2. The text message. Silence. You send an important message. 1 minute passes. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Your brain starts the same spiral. Are they angry? Did I say something wrong? Why aren't they responding? You check your phone every 30 seconds. Your stress levels rise with every passing minute. The person is simply busy. But your brain treated their silence the same way it would treat a direct rejection. Example 3. The staring stranger. You're in a public place. Someone is looking at you but not saying anything. Within seconds, your brain classifies that stare. Is this a threat? Are they judging me? What do they want? An empty stare from a stranger activates the same neural pathways as a direct confrontation. Because in the ancient world, a silent stare from another human often meant something serious. And your brain still remembers that. So how do you stop silence from controlling you? You can't stop your brain from noticing silence, but you can change how you respond to it. Here's how. Hack number 1. Rename the silence. The moment silence hits, your brain labels it as awkward. That label triggers the threat response. Change the label. Instead of thinking this is awkward, think this is a comfortable pause. It sounds too simple. But neuroscience backs this up. The label your brain puts on an experience directly affects the emotional response it triggers. Awkward silence, threat response, comfortable pause, neutral response, same silence, different brain reaction. Just from changing the word. Hack number 2, the curious mind. Trick. When silence hits, most people turn inward. They start worrying about themselves. What do I say? How do I look? What are they thinking? Instead, turn outward. Get genuinely curious about the other person. Ask yourself, what is this person actually feeling right now? What might they be thinking about? What could I ask them that they'd find interesting? The moment you shift from self-focus to curiosity, your brain exits threat mode. Because curiosity and threat response cannot exist at the same time. Hack number 3. Own the silence. The most socially confident people do something counterintuitive. They don't rush to fill silence. They sit in it, comfortably, calmly, without panic. And here's what that communicates to the other person's brain. This person is not threatened by silence. This person is secure. This person is safe to be around. Confidence isn't about always having something to say. It's about being comfortable when there's nothing to say. Practice this. Next time silence hits, don't fill it immediately. Let it breathe for 2 or 3 seconds, and watch how the dynamic in the room shifts. So here's the truth about awkward silence. It's not awkward because something is wrong. It's uncomfortable because your brain is running a millions of years old survival program in a situation that has nothing to do with survival. The silence isn't the threat. Your brain's interpretation of it is. And now that you know that, you have a choice. You can let your ancient brain panic, or you can recognize what's happening. Rename it, get curious, and own it. The people who master this seem effortlessly confident in every social situation. Not because they always know what to say, but because they're no longer afraid of the moments when they don't. If this changed how you think about your brain, watch the next video, where I reveal another hidden system running inside your mind every single day. See you there.